What's up everyone, John from ARTV. It's time to talk about the debut album by Bea Miller, an X Factor finalist from a few years ago. This album is titled Not an Apology. As always, whenever I'm reviewing things, I have to look at things through an objective lens. I can't really let my preconceived notions or what I think is going to be on a record really guide my thought process. And that's not to say that I'm excusing poor lyrics or even bad song structures or something like that, but the fact is, she's 16 years old, Bea Miller that is, and she's not making music aimed at my demographic. I don't think these lyrics are supposed to hit home as inspirational or even that relatable to me, but there's only so much I can forgive. Now hear me out, I think that Miller has a very nice voice, and I think that some of these songs really do stand out as something unique in the world of pop music today. In fact, I would argue that there's a lot of music out there that's aimed towards teenagers and young adults that's very easy to consume and enjoy, even for myself as a 23-year-old male. Just look at some of the stuff that One Direction have put out in recent times, or even some of the singles from Demi Lovato, Little Mix. I could go on, but I think you get what I'm driving at. Miller appeared on the US version of the X Factor a few years ago, turned a few heads in the process, even though she didn't even finish in the top 5. I believe she came in 9th that year. And even though she's not writing the majority of the tracks on Not an Apology, there's definitely a confidence here that she really seems to be owning and coming into. The majority of these songs are easy to swallow sugar pills, full of these flashy guitars, stomping beats, all the way from the electronic-driven charmer Dracula to the subdued but still fierce track Paper Doll. It seems like Miller isn't going to be one of those reality stars that just fades away and is forgotten within 2 years' time. The songwriter seemed to play to her strengths here, and while the majority of these tracks are very safe, fall into, I guess, almost regurgitated territory, I think that she actually presents them with a little bit of heart, a little bit of spunk that she needs to actually make herself stand out here. It makes me interested in what she has to say, makes me wonder what this girl's going to be doing 5 years from now. Now that I've thrown a few compliments her way, I do have to get some complaints out there because there are some damn bad songs on Not an Apology. I don't care how old you are, the end of this album is pretty rough, with the so cliched it hurts. We're taking over, this song being about as inspirational as your mom giving you relationship advice before you leave for the prom. It's just so forced. Rich Kids closes out the record and comes right after that, feeling like this track that maybe would have felt at home at the 80s. It still would have been super cheesy, but at the same time I guess it would have been more accepted then. It's full of these run-of-the-mill guitars, these dime a dozen lyrics that I've heard way too many times to even remotely care about, and what kills me is that this song is written by the Madden Brothers, aka the guys from Good Charlotte. It feels like a ripoff of their own track Girls and Boys to an extent. And then the track This Is Not an Apology falls into similar cringeworthy territory, with her putting on her best Kelly Clarkson imitation, singing like, "I'm not gonna take it, I'm standing up and being fierce, you're not gonna take over me." Ugh. I just feel a lot more invested in this thing whenever the spirits are high and the instrumentals surrounding her voice are strong. I Dare You stands tall as one of the most exciting, with the chorus being especially dazzling and this really nice guitar and drum combo coming in and being surprising, considering I wouldn't have expected something like this on this record. The single Fire and Gold is pretty catchy too, and it's actually starting to gain some traction at iTunes and Spotify, which is nice considering how much crap is clogging up the top 40 right now. This one's starting to cross over and be a hit. Although I'm kinda surprised that the opening track, Youngblood, wasn't the one to find success, considering that was released as the lead single. I suppose Fire is a little bit more melodic, snappy, I guess catchy to the casual listener, so either way, I'm happy with both of those tracks and the success that they've seen. Bea Miller definitely isn't blowing me away with her debut full length, but she does have a solid voice on her, and I feel like she can grow as an artist in the future. If she starts to maybe write more of her own material, break away from some of the comparisons that I can't help but make to artists like Kelly Clarkson, Demi Lovato, then I could see myself enjoying an album from her in the future. If you can look through some of the cheesiness, some of the filler content, Not an Apology does have some nice moments on it, so I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. You guys requested this one, so let me know your thoughts on it in the comments section down below, and don't forget to smash that like button while you're at it. Maybe subscribe to the channel, because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. If there's other albums you'd like to see me tackle, let me know about them in the comments, and other than that, you can find me at all of my links in the description down below. Maybe check out the side channel, because I just uploaded a new episode of 7 on Sunday, along with a couple of other new and cool and exciting things. Other than that, I'll see you very soon, right here on ARTV.